Welcome back to Ultiworld Disc Golf's brand new show. This is the Friday Five. I'm your host, Jamie Thomas, and I'm here to tell you the 5 things that you need to know that happened in disc golf this week. That way when you're waiting on that backup or caused by that super group on your home course, you got something to talk about with your friends. Check it out. We're gonna do an A-tier whip around to start things off today because one of your favorite pros was probably playing one of these 3 tournaments. Started off up in Ogden, Utah, where 2016 World Putting Champion Matt Bell emerged victorious, starting the day in a 3-way tie between he, Ricky Wysocki, and local Justin Bilodeau. Bell shot a 1073 rated final round, and the putter was hot late at the fort. You're going to want to check that coverage out over on Jomez Pro. On the FPO side of things, it was Jessica Weiss, who began her day with a 6-stroke lead, cut to 1 with 9 to play by Minnesota's Lauren Butler, but Jessica righted the ship towards the end and was able to win by 2. Down in Oceanside, California, it was Thomas Gilbert who made a splash earlier this year at the Las Vegas Challenge, taking down defending champion Seppo Payu, Kevin Jones, AJ Risley, and a handful of other big touring names. A 4-stroke swing in Gilbert's favor meant that he could have put it in cruise control for the final round. Instead, the young Canadian crusher carded 12 birdies en route to a 5-stroke victory. Jennifer Allen is your winner on the FPO side. She shellacked this FPO field by 39 strokes. She played all of the rounds over her rating, and she was responsible alone for 15 of the 19 birdies carded by the entire division all weekend. Yikes. How about the 303 Open? Out in Colorado, Joe Revere gives up 25 ratings points to Eagle McMahon and roughly the same number of years, but there's an old saying, you don't beat Joe in Colorado. Revere carded an ace during the final round on hole 10, and that proved to be a crucial separator. He won the event by 2 strokes. Paige Bjerkes, your current world champion in FPO, emerged victorious from probably what was the most competitive field of the entire weekend. Bjerkes was able to win by 1 despite 2 other players in the division shooting the hot rounds in Missy Gannon and Haley King. Each of them finished it even, Bjerkes 1 under. Out in Europe, the Bluebell Woods Open in Dunbar, United Kingdom is the 2nd Euro Tour event of the season, and for the 2nd time in a row, your FPO winner is Kristen Tatar. She has played every single round on the Euro Tour this year over her rating. She is off to a phenomenal start. In fact, the only other event she played in, she won that one too. She's undefeated. Fellow Estonian Silverlot is your victor in the MPO side of things. He won by 8. This week begins the West Coast swing officially. The Pro Tour is back in action this week at the San Francisco Open. Glen Eagles Golf Course was the hardest course on tour. Paul McBeth is your defending champion, and it took him 3 rounds to get 19 strokes under par. This week on The Upshot, Charlie and I had tournament director Sean Jack over to talk about a pretty interesting concept. This is the first event on the professional disc golf tour of any kind to have a major cannabis sponsor. Cannabis has been legal in California since 2018, and you're definitely going to want to check The Upshot because it's a great conversation. Spoiler. All right, number 4, Simon Lozad. If you are a trick shot fiend, you need to head over to this dude's Instagram because just on an off day, hanging out with fellow teammates Dominic Stemfer and Jeff Corns, he makes up a pretty cool one, and anytime a trick ends with a belly flop, it's worth checking out. And the 5th thing on the Friday Five, let's double dip with Simon Lozad. He's had a busy couple of days as he has also decided to sell his bag, discs included, after the way he played the 303 Open last weekend. Celebrity chef and TV host Andrew Zimmern was the winning bid, trading a cool $1,100 and proving once again how big of a fan he is of the game. All the money goes to a great cause, so we can all feel good about this. All right, that's the Friday Five for this weekend. Remember, it's Mother's Day, so give your mom a hug, give her a call, tell her you love her, and go out and play some disc golf. We'll see you next week.